So today the big thing I want to talk about is conditioning. No one wants to do conditioning work. I think conditioning work is something that gets overlooked for strength athletes, whether that's going to be a powerlifter or going to be your Highland Games athlete or throwers or anyone of that sort, weightlifting as well. I'm leaving strongmen out, right? Because they are doing events that are going to take 90 seconds to 120 seconds. So they're going to have to do it if they're going to be worth a fuck. If you're doing strongman and skipping out on conditioning, you're an idiot. But for the rest of us, conditioning doesn't have to be something that's absolutely crazy. I mean, two good examples are something I've got in this video. I've got a really long piece that I ended up doing with Luke where I spent about 40 minutes doing a conditioning circuit. Now about this, I stayed probably in like a 70% heart rate range. I still hold a conversation, I'm not panicking, and I'm not dying, but it's a circuit of doing like a 2-minute set on the assault bike and then spending 2 minutes doing an exercise. And these exercises varied, and we did 2 full rounds. And that pretty much got through the day. That's 40 minutes of having the heart rate elevated and getting some work in. The other one I did this morning, and it was just a pretty quick run through of doing a 10-minute on the assault bike at a pretty good pace, and then countering that with something a little bit more high intensity like some center mouse bell snatches. Now what I'm getting out of this, right, is the better conditioned you are, I find the better as an athlete that you're going to recover. This is going to aid in how well you can get back to training. This is going to aid in how well you handle meets and being able to get your shit back together between attempts. So being in shape a little bit is still going to be part of being an athlete. And that's the one thing that I just never wanted to let go. I don't ever want to let go of this idea that strong trumps me being athlete. Strength athlete is what I've always wanted to be. And so I don't ever want to just focus on the strong and then not be able to do the other stuff. I still really like being able to push and do some cardiovascular type work, whether that's going to be a bike ride or going to be doing stuff with the wife or hikes. I don't ever want to miss out on these type of things, right? So, I mean, part of this is I'm not good enough at any of the strength athletics to pay my bills, and so I try to keep a pretty reasonable approach to why I do my training the way I do. And I just want my training to be effectively make me a better human. And so I'll be better, I'll be stronger, I'll be fitter, I'll be faster, I'll be healthier. All these type of things typically lead to me living longer, and that's really the overall goal. You know, I'm still staying very strong, and I mean, I'm not trying to be under 250 pounds right now. You know, I'm still a big guy who's strong, but I still got the ability to put the hammer down. That I'm not so fragile in my training that I can't also be an athlete. It's just something else to think about. You know, treat your training the way that you treat your goals. This is why I do conditioning and why I find that it's important for strength athletes, and I think it's a big piece that people miss. Hope you guys are enjoying some of these more purpose-driven videos. These aren't exactly day in the life vlogs. With that said, I'm not doing a whole lot life-wise. I'm kind of hanging out at the house, preparing for the Arnold, trying to lose a little weight and be a little bit less gross. And not a lot of exciting stuff going on when I'm not traveling and drinking. It's Sunday in suburbia. Wife's asleep on the couch, and I'm editing videos and talking to a camera in my garage. So that's life. Hey, I want to give a big shout out to Alex for shooting me over some gear from the Mets. Alex is one of their strength and conditioning coaches and is a fan of my stuff and was able to shoot me some really, really rad gear. I'm not a big baseball fan, but I am a big fan of people who are awesome, and Alex seems awesome. So thank you guys as always. Spread hate, always party.